Reason Roman Reigns accepted Backlash challenge. Massive match announced for Backlash. WWE Raw Superstar injured. Let's talk about it then. Reason Roman Reigns accepted Backlash challenge. Roman Reigns accepted the challenge he originally refused after being choked out in the middle of the ring. But this isn't just a title match anymore. This is family, legacy, and the Tribal Chief's power on the line. The April 27th episode of Monday Night Raw ended with a moment nobody saw coming. Fresh off defeating CM Punk at WrestleMania 42 and claiming the World Heavyweight Championship, Roman Reigns is officially back as a full-time force. And just days into his reign, he already has a massive problem standing in front of him, Jacob Fatu. The show closed with the original Tribal Chief walking out alone, holding gold confidence and something to prove. He didn't just address Jacob Fatu's challenge. He turned it into a statement. Roman dropped a powerful line that instantly hit the fans. The title doesn't make the man makes the title. In his mind, he didn't just win the championship, he elevated it. But before he could finish, everything exploded. Jacob Fatu interrupted, and what followed wasn't just a confrontation, it was personal. Fatu talked about years of struggle while Roman and the Usos dominated the spotlight. He made it clear he wasn't called up by Roman, he was called by Solo Sikoa. That line alone told you this isn't just about a title. This is about respect, resentment, and family tension that's been building for years. Roman initially refused the challenge. He didn't want it to look like favoritism, but in seconds that decision backfired. Fatu snapped. He grabbed Roman by the throat and locked in the Tongan grip, dropping the Tribal Chief right in the middle of the ring. That moment changed everything. As Fatu walked away with the title in hand, it looked like he had made his statement. But then Roman grabbed the mic and accepted. So the big question is why? Let's break it down. Reason number 3, this just got personal. Roman Reigns doesn't forget disrespect. And what Jacob Fatu did wasn't just a challenge. It was an attack on his authority. Putting hands on the Tribal Chief, choking him out in front of the world. That crosses a line you can't walk back from. Roman rejecting the match at first showed control, but accepting it after the attack, that shows intent. This isn't about competition anymore. It's about punishment. Roman has faced the biggest names, survived the toughest battles, and built a legacy on dominance. Compared to that, Fatu is still rising. Dangerous, yes, but still improving at Roman's level. Backlash is now set up as more than a title defense. It's a lesson, and Roman looks ready to deliver it the hard way. Reason number 2, a bigger plan inside the bloodline. If you've been watching closely, you know WWE is slowly rebuilding the Tribal Chief era. Roman has the title again. The Usos are back by his side. The aura is returning, but something is still missing. An enforcer. At their peak, the bloodline wasn't just strong, it was unstoppable. And right now, Solo Sikoa is doing his own thing. That leaves a gap, and Jacob Fatu might be the perfect fit. Think about it. What if this match isn't just about winning? What if it's about breaking Fatu and rebuilding him under Roman's control? If Roman defeats him, especially with help from the Usos, it could force Fatu into a corner, a place where joining the bloodline isn't a choice. It's survival. This wouldn't be the first time Roman turned enemies into followers. And if that's the plan, Backlash could be the beginning of a much darker version of the bloodline. Reason number 1, Roman to prove he's still the Tribal Chief. This might be the most important reason of all. Ever since Roman lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, things changed. He turned babyface. He lost the Ula Fala. Solo Sikoa stepped up and claimed himself as the new Tribal Chief. Even though Roman fought back and regained his position, the perception never fully recovered. Doubt crept in, and now, even his own family is testing him. On Raw, there was a moment with the Usos that said everything. Jey Uso made it clear if Jacob Fatu wins at Backlash, he doesn't just take the title, he takes everything. Even the Ula Fala. That's not just pressure, that's legacy on the line. Roman knows it, and deep down, he knows this match isn't optional. It's necessary, because right now, people aren't asking if Roman is champion. They're asking if he's still the Tribal Chief. Accepting the challenge wasn't just a reaction, it was a statement. Roman is stepping into Backlash not just to defend the title, but to defend his identity. And that's what makes this match dangerous, because when Roman Reigns feels threatened, he becomes something else. Unpredictable, ruthless, relentless, and Jacob Fatu might have just awakened that version again. Everything is now set for Backlash 2026 in Tampa. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Title on the line, legacy on the line, family on the line. And honestly, this feels bigger than just a match. This feels like the beginning of something, or the end of everything. Massive match announced for Backlash. This rivalry has been boiling for months, and now it's finally official. After weeks of tension, and a heated confrontation on WWE Raw. Triple H has made a massive announcement that instantly sets the tone for Backlash 2026. Taking to social media, the WWE COO confirmed that Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Braun Breaker in what is now the first official match announced for the premium live event, whose vision for future becomes reality. That one line says everything about what's at stake. This match didn't come out of nowhere. It's been building for nearly 8 months. Everything traces back to Crown Jewel, where Breaker shocked everyone by turning on Rollins after his injury. That betrayal didn't just end a partnership. It cost Breaker his place in the vision and forced him to give up the World Heavyweight Championship. Since then, both men have faced setbacks. Rollins spent months recovering before making his return at WrestleMania, while Breaker was sidelined with a hernia that required surgery, forcing him to miss the biggest stage. But now both are back, healthy, focused, and ready. At Backlash, this isn't just a match. It's unfinished business, finally coming full circle. WWE Raw Superstar injured. On the latest episode of WWE Raw, Michael Cole delivered a worrying update that caught fans off guard. Following a brutal backstage assault, the future of Stephanie Vacker is now uncertain after she reportedly suffered a significant shoulder injury. The situation stems from the ongoing rivalry involving Liv Morgan, who defeated Vacker at WrestleMania to become the new Women's World Champion. Despite that loss, Vacker made it clear she wasn't finished, showing up on Raw the very next night and keeping the tension alive. But this week, things escalated fast. Backstage, Morgan, alongside Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, launched a vicious attack on Vacker, leaving her laid out. Later in the night, as Rodriguez and Perez made their entrance for a tag team match against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, Cole revealed the damage, and it's not minor. According to the update, Vacker has suffered a secondary AC sprain in her left shoulder. That type of injury typically means a shoulder separation, where ligaments are either stretched or partially torn. In most cases, recovery can take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the severity, and that's where concern lies. Right now, there's no confirmed timeline for her return. WWE has not provided further details, and her in-ring future remains unclear. For a superstar who is just in the world title picture, this couldn't have come at a worse time. If the recovery takes longer than expected, Vacker could lose serious momentum in a division that's constantly evolving, and with Liv Morgan now firmly holding the championship, the question becomes, will Vacker be able to pick up where she left off? For now, all eyes are on updates. Subscribe for more wrestling news videos.